A Sunday house fire in Rockford leaves one family in need of essential resources and a place to stay. And that's exactly where the American Red Cross steps in, providing services to get the family back on their feet. But this isn't just an issue that affects the Rockford area, but all over the state and the U.S. So joining us to discuss this today is Holly Baker with the American Red Cross. Hi, Holly. Thanks so much for being here.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, of course. So your organization is helping a local family, but could you first explain what are some of the resources that the American Red Cross normally provides?
So the American Red Cross is a volunteer-led organization that helps alleviate human suffering in the face of disasters by mobilizing volunteers and the power of donors. So we have this amazing volunteer workforce that's on call 24 hours a day in the event of a disaster. The most common disaster that we see is a house fire. And we respond to disasters across the country about every 8 minutes. We're responding to something. And like I said, most of them are home fires. So when there's a disaster, our volunteers are either on the scene or because of COVID, we've adapted to some virtual responding. Whatever we can do to help meet the needs quickest and most efficiently, we will be there to help provide emergency housing, shelter, food, whatever we really need to help connect people with the resources that they need depending on their situation.
Yeah, and is it common for your organization? You mentioned that you guys do help out on a lot of house fires. Is that more common around the winter months?
It does tend to seem like there are more fires in the wintertime, and that's usually because people are using alternative sources of heat for their homes. So that's why we want to make sure that people know to never use a stovetop or an oven to heat their home. If you're going to use a space heater, make sure there's lots of space around that heater and it's not near anything flammable. And of course, you always turn it off whenever you go to sleep or leave the room. So we have lots of safety tips, whether it's how to heat your home, how to decorate your home for the holidays safely, cooking safety. And of course, if you want to join us as a volunteer, and if you want to be somebody who responds to things like home fires, whether it's in the middle of the night or in the middle of the afternoon, you can be the one to be there and help a family out on what is often the worst day of their life. We're always looking for more volunteers. So you can find all of that information on redcross.org.
Yeah, definitely some great advice, and I'm glad you mentioned how people can help out. So what does it mean to you knowing that the Red Cross is there for people who need it the most?
It is so important, and it's so amazing to know that we have all of these people who are willing to give up their personal time, their free time to go and help someone, no matter what time of day it is, no matter what time of year. We had a lot of local volunteers from Northwest Illinois actually go to Kentucky during the recent tornado outbreak. They've gone to Louisiana when there have been big hurricanes, or Texas or North Carolina, even California for wildfires. It's really amazing to know that we have this incredible community of people who are willing to put others ahead of themselves. So like I said, if you want to join us and be a part of that, there's different types of volunteer roles. And if giving your time as a volunteer isn't an option for you, consider donating blood to the American Red Cross. We're actually in a severe blood shortage, so that's another way you can help out. Yeah. And of course, you can always donate.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Holly. We really appreciate those tips and ways that you can help out.
Yes, thank you so much. And you can find out more information about the Red Cross or how to be a volunteer at redcross.org. Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you, Holly.